What? What happened? Indeed, what did happen? Hey, what's up, Noah? How's it going, dude? Ready for some more Phoenix, Wright? I'm pretty excited. I believe we're starting the second game today, which is Justice for All, I think, and then the third one's Trials and Tribulations, if I looked up the information correctly. Hell friggin' yes, hell yeah, dude. I think I'm all set up here. Got my Kool-Aid. Got my outfit. I think we're good. I think the only thing I might need is something to help keep me cool. This button-up shirt and this wig. It's a little warm, you know what I'm saying? I got my fans here, so let's just get those turned on. We're good? Yeah, there we go. I think we're just about ready here. You know, one thing that I totally forgot about, and we'll probably have to bring it up again later when we have more people in here, is yesterday with GTA 3, we had a death pool going. I totally forgot. So we finished the game, but we didn't look at who won the death pool. So I think I had a command that was just death pool. Let me see, so we can see everybody's. So it looks like, I think Dan won. Because the number of deaths was 17, I think. And so Neptune is 2 under, you know, because if we're going by, if I understand the Price is Right rules, you have to at least come, like, be over it. You can't be under it, right? It's the closest one, but that's over. So I think that means Dan won. Death pool. So yeah, Noah, you did not believe in me well enough, man. I just gotta say. Alright, but we'll handle that later. At least now I know who to congratulate. Alright, let's see. I think we're ready to get started then, huh? I don't think I had anything else to really talk about at the beginning of the stream. I think we're just gonna get right on into it. Might just be me and you for the beginning of it, Noah, but that's okay. Sometimes we like it better that way, huh? Alright, let's see. So I'm just gonna continue my old one, and I assume we'll just be able to push us into the next game? I don't know how it works. Load the selected save data. This is so exciting. Yes, yes, please load it. Let us begin. Oh, okay. So that's not how this works, because this is right back at the end of that one. So let's go back to title screen. Do I need to just start a new game and then use the second game? Is that how it works? New game. That's what it is. Okay, so we have to go to Justice for All. Got it. Okay. Didn't realize we had to do that. So we're just going to start a new file under Justice for All. There we go. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Wasn't the other one like the Turnabout or something like that? I think I remember one being called that. All right, let's do it. Play The Lost Turnabout? Yes, please. Oh, that's a fun intro. Da da da, bum 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 bum. Grr, how did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What am I running from? Oh, it's the judge. Oh God. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. I should be using like a special voice for this, huh?
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Oh dear. So we're having a nightmare? A little bit of, what is that called? Imposter phenomenon or whatever it's called? When you feel like you don't deserve everything you have, maybe? Maybe he's got a little bit of that going on. I think I'm a little dark today. Let me brighten up my lights here. Wrong direction. There we go. There we go. All for right now. That's his ringtone. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off before a trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Who's this? Ah, good. I finally found it. What the fuck? Somebody's hurting Phoenix? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... Who is that? It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Oh. So we're the victim somehow? A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Maybe that was just like he was just knocking us out so we'd be late to court. All right, well, we're still Phoenix, though, so we're still alive and everything. That's okay. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? What is this? Good morning! Ah! Good morning? What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. He's got a hangover or something. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? Hey, Splurkis, what's up, dude? How's it going? Hey, that's a reset for 4 months, man. It's been so long since I've seen you. Glad to see you, dude. And thanks for coming on in. Hopefully you're ready for some Phoenix Wright, man. How's your Tuesday been, dude? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What? What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Her name is Bird. That's why she's got all the feathers or whatever. It's so weird. The ones on her chest seem like the strangest one. And your hat, whatever. I'm used to that, I guess. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty. Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. It's the new sports bra with lifting technology. Decent just got some dental shadowing help for me, and I'm messing around with Tinder a bit. Okay, right on. Sounds good, dude. How about you, Domm? I'm doing pretty good. My Tuesday was good. And give any highlights of my day today. Just had a lot of meetings. I got to hang out with Noah, so that was cool. He's playing some Trove on his stream. Yeah, pretty much normal day, I guess. Nothing too big. I think the best part of the day for me is playing some more Phoenix Wright, man. I've been so excited for this. Ever since we stopped playing it, I was excited to play it again. So yeah, I'd say I've been having a good day, dude. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. Nope, forgot about the inside voice, or the inner voice, I should say. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how could you say that? How can you do this to me, to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? So we're just gonna start this first trial totally blind. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please! Uh-oh, Phoenix got some early stage Alzheimer's. Yeah, again, he diagnosed his own amnesia, right? Yeah, I think he's using the clues, Noah. He's using the clues because this girl clearly knows who he is and calls him Phoenix. And he realizes that he doesn't know his own name, so I guess he can figure out his amnesia. I don't know, dude. The fact that he has amnesia just from getting hit on the head, that's such like a, I don't know, unlikely circumstance. I feel like they only use that in like stories and cartoons and stuff, you know? Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. We're on the opposite side of the bench this time, I feel like. Aren't we always on the left? No, that's right, I guess. It's just that the camera flips around, that's what it is. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. Her life is in my hands. I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you are well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Gumshoe! Hell yeah, dude, that's my dick. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at a park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. So it looks like he was like pushed or something off of that. Well, I mean, he wouldn't have died from that sort of a fall, so maybe not. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. So he was just pushed down. And he died from that small of a fall? The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. He's landed wrong, then, huh? The details are listed in the report that you described yesterday, or that you distributed yesterday. Ah, yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? Yeah, maybe you didn't, Phoenix. I see everything's in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. Court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there?
Have you lost your mind?
Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second.
What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record.
Court record?
Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab.
Or right above her. There we go. Okay, we got some stuff. Some glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Okay, so are you saying that's bird's lenses? Then we got the crime photo that we just looked at, right? Yep. Take a gander at these guys. Oh, we can't look at them? Okay. We got the autopsy report. Can we take a look at that? No? Okay. We got a cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Oh, so it's not our cell phone. Or hell, maybe it is. And we just don't know that. You can't take a look at that either. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. Time of death was 6:28 p.m. Cause was a broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. So if it was covered in bruises, could it have gotten all of that from the fall? Or would somebody have like beaten them up first and then tossed them? Like maybe they were dead before they landed? I don't know. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you?
It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. The bench beat him up? Yeah, there you go, no. It was the bench.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Well, I guess I'd better check the court record to see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? All right, tutorial. All right, I get it. We're in a tutorial. All right, Mr. Wright. Let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? The glasses.
That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses.
That's right. The victims grabbed the killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell.
Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye?
Those glasses you're wearing.
Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir.
You sure about that?
Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine.
A coincidence, she says.
Your Honor, I have further evidence to present.
Oh, you have more?
And this evidence is very decisive.
Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness testimony. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Oh, another one of these, huh? He wrote the name right as he died, even though the last guy was like all staged or whatever. Sure somebody didn't take his finger and do that? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit.
This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor.
Because I wonder if the message was supposed to even be longer or something. Like, I don't know. Is that the first thing you would think to do? Is write your killer's name? I feel like I've never heard of that in real life. I've watched quite a bit of true crime now, and I feel like I've never heard of this actually happening in real life. I feel like this is just like a story thing. Happens in the books. But I mean, I guess in certain situations it might make the most sense if you feel like someone's trying to get away with it and you're just like, the last thing I can do is write their name, I guess. But I don't know if there's a documented case of that happening, but I've never looked it up. So for all I know, it's definitely happened. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written there.
The prosecution would like to submit this picture.
Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. I'm sure that happened before, but yeah, I'd never heard of it. Right, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that I feel like the reason why I feel like it could just be a story thing is it's one of those things when you hear it, it makes sense. But then, like, nobody who's hearing it has ever been in that situation. You know what I mean? Like, about to die. And is that the last thing you think of? You know, like, are you still thinking of that? Are you that present in, like, the scenario? Or since you're dying, or is your life flashing before your eyes and you're sort of, like, in your head more? I don't know, you know? It just seems like one of those things that they could not be true, but still sound very true, you know? If this, as if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses weren't mine! And how do you explain this dying message?
It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir!
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine?
This is it! I'm counting on you!
Sure, but what am I supposed to do?
What? This isn't like you at all! Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces.
Get in their faces and do what?
I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time.
Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong.
Like that detective. If he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. And all he had to do was look at Gumshoe and know what kind of guy he was. Have you gotten better with your PT while I've been absent? Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's always like a steady incline in the right direction. I am sore a lot less often, Splurgus, but you have caught me at a time where I have been sore for the last week. It's just no longer really my back. It's no longer any of the muscles that it was before. Now mostly I've been working on my hip and my glutes. Mostly my glutes. It seems like that upper muscle on your butt, like the very top, is for me is very weak on both sides, and it seems to be pretty important when sitting. At least I feel it hurting when I'm sitting and stuff. So right now that's very sore, but we're getting there. You know what I mean? Hopefully the glycine did something too. Honestly, the glycine, I keep forgetting to take it, so it's unfortunately not done as much for me as I'd like it to. I still have pretty much the full bottle here, and I just need to remember to get it on it as a habit, you know what I mean? So unfortunately, I haven't given it a full shot yet. I'm sorry to say. Same with me, actually. Not that to that degree, but I know what you mean. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. It's kind of an annoying pain to have, to be honest, but I definitely can tell that it's getting stronger. It's just for me, with this, the pain that I get with some of my muscles, and it happened, in other areas when I was sore, but it's the deferred pain that gets me, because it's when I first get sore there, the pain is mostly in my abs and stuff, but when I massage that muscle, my abs start to feel better and stuff, so it's this weird deferred pain from the chain, and then the next phase it turns into is my abs will feel better. I haven't felt anything in my abs today, but it makes that one muscle feel way sore right there now. So it's kind of this interesting phases that I have to go through. But I think at this phase, now that it's just the actual muscle that is sore is the thing that's causing pain, I think that means I'm close to being healed up, and then I'll be able to exercise again. But yeah, I have been doing pretty good with the cardio. I've been playing Beat Saber for my cardio. Yes, it kind of sounds like a seesaw, but yeah, it can be kind of rough, man. What I don't like about it is that it keeps me from exercising. I've been doing Beat Saber for my cardio, because it's been honestly the best cardio workout that I can get myself to do on the daily. And Beat Saber, it requires a lot of body movement, and I get worried about agitating that muscle in my hips and stuff. From twisting around and stuff and doing dances and Beat Saber. So that's the most unfortunate part, is that I tend to not exercise at all while I'm trying to recover this one part of my body, because it's such a crucial part of my body. So it's been hard to really make a schedule that I stick to with my exercise, but I think it's just kind of comes with the territory. with what I'm working on here, and I'm probably just overworking that glute a little bit too much. So it's like it's my fault, but it's also just like I'm not going to physical therapy anymore. I'm just trying to apply the things that I learned there, and I feel like that's just sort of like these learning pains in a way or whatever. That's very tricky. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. But it's been way easier to manage than all of my other pain, like my back, like most of my back pain and stuff. Like, in fact, my back pain is pretty much gone for the most part, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, a lot better. Like, my arms have never hurt again since then. So the thing that I went to physical therapy for, totally fixed. So that's great. But I feel like I'm just finding other things that needed work now too, and so I'm just trying to bring everything up at this point. But yeah, and I'm trying to incorporate cardio into my workout as well, because I need to lower my cholesterol and my blood sugar levels. They're just a little elevated, so just trying to bring it down. But yeah, man, thanks for asking. Let's see here. Like that detective. Oh yeah, because he does look like a scatterbrain. That's right.
It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question a witness, you have to find out and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be all right.
Kind of funny how they've like shoehorned in this tutorial. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like in games or stories when they like, well, I guess it's usually in games when they have like a sequel and it's just like, oh, we take all of your powers away. I mean, just like Metroid Dread. At the very beginning of Metroid Dread, she gets attacked and then gets all of her like stuff taken away or whatever. It's almost like Phoenix, all of his was like in his mind, so they had to just completely erase his mind to take all that stuff away to make sense of this. Like having a tutorial all of a sudden, even though you're like a pro attorney. Kind of funny. You ever try some Delta 8 during your cardio? It's anecdotal, but I enjoyed it while going for a jog. You definitely get in the zone, especially while listening to some music. Yeah, I do Delta 8 pretty much most of the time anymore. Like here, I have got a little vape of it right here. Bought this nice mod and everything for it. And this has become like sort of like my new normal for me, because I used to be like a cannabis user, like just like a real light amount of cannabis. But now Delta 8, since it's so low in the THC, I think it's a lot better. It definitely like gives me that calming effect without the psychoactive effect. So, and without the sleepiness too. Like I don't get sleepy on Delta 8. So that's what's really nice about it. And so it's like, it's not really like getting high. I wouldn't ever like equate it to that. I think it's much more like the CBD that's affecting me in it. But yeah, I think it's pretty nice for sure. I could probably use something that was a little bit stronger than the whatever milligrams I had on this one. But you know, I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure out where I'm at. But yeah, man, I think it's a pretty nice thing out there, Delta 8. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. Press that. Hold it.
About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client?
The lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames kind of look like the ones she's wearing in her ID, pal.
What should I do now?
I'll just continue pressing, I guess, because he said they're like nearly the same strength, and it's like, well, wouldn't they be exactly the same strength if they were hers? So continue pressing.
Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have any more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant to those glasses?
The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else.
So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves the glasses are my client's?
Something like that.
What?
I see. So there's no proof.
Wow, that's amazing! I could totally feel it down in my gut.
During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Hold it.
Now you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell?
Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else.
Hmm.
Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed.
The culprit's name?
Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to leave it, but...
Was the name that of my client?
I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir.
Are you absolutely certain?
Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. It's pretty clear. This is the picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie.
He's got a point.
Hey, hold on!
Huh?
Don't me. I know the picture says Maggie, but...
Now that she mentions it, something does kind of feel off about this picture.
Yeah, I kind of agree too. It seems weird that he's like that, I guess. I guess I'll say enlighten me just to see if she gives me any clues, because honestly, like, I feel like I know what the problem here is, and I'm probably doing that thing where the next thing that we're gonna talk about is the fact that the guy's neck was broken and he couldn't write her name if his neck was broken. But instead, we have to show something other than that first for I don't know what reason, because it's very clear to me that that's the big contradiction here. Is he can't write her name because he has a broken neck, dude. He died on impact. Like, if you break your neck, am I wrong that that's an instant death, right? Your fucking neck snaps, your fucking spinal cord's gone, you can't move your arm. Like, right?
About this presenting evidence. Okay. When you're listening to a testimony, you can compare it with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradictions in the witness's statements. Contradictions? Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken.
And?
You still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to the item you need. And then I present the evidence, right? You got it! You can also present people's profiles as evidence. With so many items, make sure you present the right thing. Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this. Wow, being praised by a pro! I don't know what to say.
Something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard to say that she's not, it's hard not to say she's a culprit. I'm hitting tab. Okay, tab didn't do anything? What the fuck? Nothing works? Does my keyboard stop working? Back, let me see. No, keyboard still works. The game just decided to say, fuck you. So my big thing is, okay, so here's the photo, right? Here's him writing her name, right? This is where I'm at. Maggie. Clearly it's Maggie's name. He's got his finger here. He wrote it. Must have wrote it while he was laying down there, and he's clearly deceased right here. And then you go over to his autopsy, and it says the time of death, blah, 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 caused broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. So if he has a broken neck, how can he do that? I feel like that's what it is, right? Because she said there was something weird about this photo. And it's like, well, if there's anything weird about it, it's the fact that he fucking drew her name and he shouldn't be able to, right? We got profiles. Look, my keyboard is like, the game just decided no input, but mouse. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Domm. I just fucking hate it. So my client, the only thing I can recall is that she is a policewoman. The victim and the policeman, and a policeman, it seems that he was dating... Hydrate from Noah, thank you, the calming Kool-Aid. Seems that he was dating the defendant. Maybe his neck was broken later? How? Because they said that his neck broke from the fall, right? How would his neck have gotten broken later? I'm not saying you're wrong, I don't get how that would work though, you know what I mean? Lacks presence, that's funny, he lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. Yeah, he's the tutorial guy, he was last time too. In charge of the initial investigation. Alright, let's go back to the one where she talked about the evidence being weird. I think it was this one. Let's press him again. Why does he spell her name EY and not IE like in the photo? Why does he spell her name EY? Did he spell it with a Y? I thought he had an IE in the wait, what? Why does he spell her name EY and not IE like in the photo? But okay, who is spelling her name EY? I didn't see that. Who's spelling it? I'm confused. I'm not seeing something. You might be on to what we're talking about, what we need to talk about, Noah, but I don't know what you're referencing with the EY. Her name in the records ends in Maggie EY, but the name on the photo is Maggie IE. Oh, interesting. So on the profile, it's EY. Yeah, that's probably what I need to present then. I think you found it. Because she talks about the profiles thing, so that makes sense that in the tutorial, they would want us to do the profiles right away. That's interesting. Okay, so that's the hint too, because that's funny, because I went and checked, because when Gumshoe said Maggie right here, he puts it in quotes. So I assumed that he was saying the correct spelling here, so I checked the photo. That's funny. I had already thought of that, and so I already marked that down as not being it, but I should have looked at her profile. That's where I find the correct spelling. So I think you're right, Noah. Let's go ahead and present this, and we'll try that. But I think you got it, man. Thank you. Yes, we did, because it's the 3 dots. It's not the same fucking thing every time. Nice one, Noah. Good observation skills, my friend. It's always those little things, man. This game always gets me. All right, Phoenix, you gonna say something, dude? What is it? All right, Private Eye Noah at your service. There you go, buddy. See, this is what pisses me off about having to use my my mouse. Just a little behind the scenes here. I use my right hand to turn on the inner voice, and I like to just have my hand on the inner voice the whole time and control the entire game with my left hand. But I'm right-handed, so I want to use the mouse with my right hand. So I'm going to have to use my mouse left-handed. I need to be you, Noah. Because my stream deck is on my right side. That's why it frustrates me so much that I can't use my controller.
What's come over me?
Oh, because he's just kind of frozen or whatever. I feel like I just need time to get my head right. I feel like I'm still pissed off about the internet thing, and I need to calm down. I feel like I'm not enjoying the game all of a sudden because my internet went down, and I just need to calm the fuck down. What's up, HP? How's it going, man? How's your day been? Just in time to discover your secret hands? What, HP? I'm sorry, man. I'm still trying to calm down from my internet coming down, so I'm not sure I got your joke. I'm sorry, dude. I'm glad you're here. Your hand secret? My hand secret? What are you? I still don't understand, man. I'm sorry. I don't. My hand secret? Like, what is my hand secret? Like, I honestly have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I'm so sorry. I want to be on the joke. Where you hover your hand on the voice changer. Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I didn't call it a secret, did I? That's I think what the disconnect was. I was letting you behind the scenes, but sorry. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. Sorry. It's just because I'm recovering from being pissed off. Sorry, I'm still trying to come down a little bit. I'm so sorry, guys. I just need a moment to just calm the fuck down. I hate it. Add extra words for no reason. Oh, no. It makes sense that you would call it that or whatever. I think it's just because my head's in a different space because I'm not in my happy-go-lucky mode right now. Because right now, HP, just a couple minutes ago, my internet went down again. It's been doing that. So I'm like really irritated at my internet service provider. Because yesterday, like we went down for like 2-3 minutes, lost like half my viewers. And it's happened a few other times where I've lost like all my viewers because I go down for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it totally makes sense that people leave. It really sucks from my perspective though, you know. I Pete bro, sorry about that. Oh, it's all right, man. It's totally fine. Yeah, it's just really upsetting, you know. It just takes me out of my, like, I was so in the anime mood, you know what I mean? Verizon, no, I have Spectrum. And, like, I've always had issues with them, I feel like, for the last, since I started streaming. But they've never been this bad. Like, usually it would just be, like, all of a sudden the stream quality would go down for a little bit, but then we'd come back up. But now it's just been straight up just killing my stream. Just everything goes. Like, yesterday it was, like both my download and my upload speed. And today I think it was just my upload. Like historically the last couple of weeks it's just been my upload will all of a sudden go to like 0.1 because they have some sort of, there's a node nearby. This is the terminology they use. There's a node nearby and the node has something wrong with it. That's all the fuck I get to know. And so they need to fix that node, but they kept telling me they'd always send a tech out. The tech identified that it's the node. This has happened 2 times. It says, okay, well, I'll put in a request and do all the paperwork to get the guys out here to fix the node. And honestly, I believe the tech tried to do that because both techs sat here for like an extra hour or 2, not in my apartment, but like in their car, like doing paperwork just to try to get this stuff set up. And then it feels like nothing fucking happens. Because I never get any notification that they fixed the node, even though the guys tell me I'm supposed to get that. My internet still keeps cutting out. And it's just like, I feel like they're just playing this fucking same old song and dance every time I call. And it's just starting to get really irritating for me. You know what I mean? So it's frustrating as fuck, man. Yeah, it is. Because like we've double checked, we've triple checked, we quadruple checked that it's none of my equipment. It's not a single thing that I've bought. And I've paid for like the nicest fucking things I have. Everything I have on my end for the network is overkill for what I need. It's like way overkill. I pay for more internet than I need. And so like I'm trying to do everything I can. It was within my power to, stop this problem. But when I have no help from the ISP, there's nothing I can do. And it's almost like worse the fact that their support is so nice because it's hard to like be even angry at them, but not that I want them to be nice. I'm saying something stupid here, but it's just like I just get so angry though, because it's just like, but you're being nice to me and you're saying all the right things, but then you don't do anything. But then nothing happens. But then my stream still fucking goes down, And it's just it's such a frustrating thing, dude. And I don't think I can make a switch though, HP, to for your comment there. I don't really like. I live in an area where there are other options, but I don't get to decide on my options because I have like a landlord and I don't own the building. I'm just one apartment in the whole building. So I think the building would have to decide to do that. So I can't, like, there's fiber over here, like Google Fiber is in this area, but we don't get it because my landlord decided not to, pay the money, I guess, to have him hook it up or whatever. So I just kind of need to move. I think I need to get away from this stupid fucking node or something. I don't know. You know what? Maybe I just need to buy another fucking Spectrum connection so I can have 2 connections and just go over to the second one. I don't fucking know, dude. I have no idea. Raging bro, LMAO, I'm sorry. And if this is you mad, then you're way better than me, man. I would have thrown 33 things by now. Oh yeah, if I wasn't on stream, I would be way worse than I am. This is me, like, you're looking at me already trying to, like, bring myself down. Like, I when I'm on stream, I'm really good about, like, nipping in the bud, like, immediately before I get to the point where I'm shouting or whatever, because I get, like, horribly mad at things too sometimes. I don't break anything, I don't throw anything personally, but I do, like, I internalize it and like I get very, very frustrated. I get very warm. And I feel like that's what's happening to me right now, because it's like I love Phoenix Wright and I want to do these voices, but I feel like I can't put myself in it because I'm so, like, irritated in the background. So we'll get back to it. It'll take me just a second to get into it again, but it's definitely, like, just it's a super big trigger for me when my internet goes down now. It's just like, oh, son of a bitch. Like, where does all that money I pay every month fucking go to? You know what I mean? Like, darn it. I feel I had similar restrictions before. Gotcha. Yeah. See, it sucks when you don't get a fucking choice, dude. It's like, it feels like I'm under a monopoly, but that's not even the case because there's other internet around here. It's just that I am powerless. It sucks. Good man, shouting isn't healthy. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is. I'm learning that the hard way. Well, I'm sorry that you learned it the hard way, dude. But yeah, sometimes that's how you learn lessons, man. You good, bro. Keep it chill, and you'll get back to killing it. Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll get there. I just gotta take a deep breath. Everything's gonna be okay. The stream is up right now, so there's no problems to be upset about. But yeah, I think another thing that it bothers me with, like, being mad on stream or whatever, is it makes it so that I have a harder time figuring out puzzles. So I think maybe part of the reason why I was so blind there is because of that. But thankfully, I have Noah here, Detective Noah, Private Eye Noah, I think that you call yourself, to help me out. Because man, I was starting to get hung up on that. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm less observant because part of my brain is just trying to calm myself down. You know, it's kind of the thing that happens when like a troll comes. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this in your streams, but when somebody comes and like trolls me a little bit, like that kind of thing can happen to me too. Like I don't like get mad, like visibly mad, I assume, but I will go quiet for a minute and like not say anything, maybe not even react as much as I would to the game for a moment, because it's just like I'm just trying to like bring myself back down, just like it's okay, dude. You know, you're just being an asshole. It's okay. Or sometimes it's not even that they're being an asshole. So someone said something and I took it the wrong way, and I'm just trying to make sure that I respond in you know, more of a positive way, because just because I think it means something right off the bat doesn't mean they actually meant that. You know what I mean? So try to be reasonable anytime I can. Smart tactic though, whatever works for you, man. Yeah, I mean that's largely how it is when it comes to like our emotions, right? It's just whatever works for every individual, because it's all we're all different, you know. Some of us have more control over our emotions than others and all that, you know. For me, I think with some of my problems is that things stick with me for too long. So, you know, like if I'm mad, I'll be mad about that thing for like way too long. And so I'm trying to work on making sure that I can get over things faster. You know what I mean? Because like logically, I'll be able to tell myself like, well, there's no reason to really be mad at it, dude. You know, it's like right now, like the internet's working just fine, dude. There's no reason to be mad at it. And yet there's still like that emotion that I feel like there's something in my gut that just keeps boiling or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think that's sort of what I'm working on. And it can happen with sadness too. You know, it's not just when I'm mad. But things just stick with me for too long, you know, and I just think it almost feels like it's just not healthy how long it sticks, you know. I have trouble showing my 9-year-old to control his words when he's mad. He's an amazing sponge. Oh no, gotcha. Is that part of learning the hard way, is that you're passing on traits to some young ones? I can see that being a difficult thing. It'd probably be really difficult also to work with such a young one, with trying to, you know, figure out their emotions. It's probably worth it, you know, to try as early as you can. It's just like with all those hormone changes that they're going through as they grow up, especially at the teenage years, you know, looking back, it's just like I was just like a torrent of fucking hormones, dude. And that shit was throwing me around and I had no idea. It's like I feel like when you're the person experiencing it, you just don't know, because this is just what life is. But then as an adult, you know, like now that my hormones have sort of like stabilized a little bit comparatively, it's like I noticed looking back. It's like, oh yeah, I reacted to that and I didn't need to, but it was probably, you know, it's those crazy teenage hormones or whatever, you know. That's why I think it's good though to start as early as you can. Kind of give your kids or whatever the tools they need for when they encounter that, you know, scenario to know how to handle it correctly or whatever. At least the best they can. You know, you can't expect people to do the best thing or the right thing every time, but as long as they can do it, and or at least as long as they can identify that they've done the wrong thing, I think maybe even that's good enough. Sort of, as long as if you learn it the hard way, as long as you're actually learning it, you're not just experiencing the hard way and not learning anything, I guess. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, maybe we can go ahead and continue on. Gotta go left hand this whole fucking game now, though. But that's okay. That's not a big deal at all. All right, here we go. Enough with this awkward silence.
What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, "Objection!" And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush!
Detective Gumshoe!
You talking to me, pal?
Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright?
You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Yeah, well, where is this ridiculous question coming from?
The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here in that it's Maggie Bird.
Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping.
What's going on here?
I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelt with an EY. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
I mean, if he's supposedly dating her, though, dude.
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him not to have known her name.
No!
This is very true. Mr. Payne,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were, in fact, lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor.
Where's the evidence of that, though?
They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe.
I mean, people can date without knowing each other's real names. That's true. I think if they were both police officers, though, there would probably be a pretty good chance of them knowing each other's names. I mean, these games just kind of do that anyways, Noah. I'm sure you know that by now, where they kind of just make this, like, this is how it's going to work out, even though it actually is a little bit kind of reasonable. But, you know, every once in a while, I feel like these games do that. They kind of stretch it to like, well, this is suspicious, but it's not really actually that suspicious. But for the sake of the story, it's suspicious. Or it's a contradiction or whatever, you know. But yeah, I agree. And maybe he like spells it with an IE because that's like his way of differentiating himself from other people for her or something. You know what I mean? Because it's like you can do that, you know, as like a person who knows someone really well, spell their name a little bit differently. It's almost like giving him a nickname or something like that, you know?
Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant.
Yes, sir.
Dustin and Maggie. Let's hear about it. Like my hair's coming up a little bit. There we go. Fix it right up. We're good.
And Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the indictment just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year.
Can I use Q to press? It's like, why? Why, game? Why do you do this to me, man?
How do you know about this?
Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off.
They got close, I take it.
And actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What was it? No, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway.
That seems a little sus.
Sounded like they were even talking about marriage.
I mean, she seems to disagree about that.
Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her?
Oh, what'd I click?
What? You think a guy's gotta marry someone to the same age as himself, pal?
No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know.
I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage.
Wrong button counter one. Yeah, except for me, it's not that I hit the wrong button. It said my mouse was in the wrong spot. But I mean, I get you. I get the joke. I appreciate it.
Mind your own business, pal.
It's like part of the reason why I don't want to play with my mouse. No, I got an achievement called Mind Your Own Business, pal. Nice. I guess just because I pushed that one.
The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir.
The day of the incident? You mean September 6th?
Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Nah, I remember when I was young and in love. No, it was a jolly time.
That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man.
Officer Burt, had gotten Officer Prince a present.
You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present? Isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their...
I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant. That should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested.
I think the good detective is about done here.
It was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Over 2 months ago?
Yup. She's a very considerate woman, pal.
So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
A baseball glove?
Press further, baby. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance?
Nah, nothing like that, pal.
Then what is it like?
She ordered it. It was custom made.
Custom made? The glove was custom made?
Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see how the glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case?
No, I guess. Why would I think it is? I don't know. This game throws fast sometimes. Would it be relevant? It was his birthday. It's not like he would have been wearing the glove or anything at the time, and I don't know how any of that matters, so I'm gonna say, of course it's not. I'd almost feel like it probably is relevant somehow, because this game always does it to me. It doesn't show the counter in the top right, saying that I'll get punished if I get the wrong choice, so we're just gonna go for it. I say nay. Well, I'm still going for it. No, I'm gonna say it is relevant just because I don't think it's gonna hurt me if I do, but I don't know. I could be wrong. That might still hurt me, but we're gonna go for it.
I don't know where this will lead me, but...
Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case.
Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great.
Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people.
Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today.
And?
Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it?
Birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow.
And that's why you had it special order? And that's why you had to special order?
Yep, that's right.
That and one other reason.
Now, I think this court has heard enough.
It looks like a bunch of bananas. Yeah, I can see that.
It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
And now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie with an IE really written by the victim?
Now, I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
Yes, sir.
I still think the broken neck thing is suspicious. I don't think you break your neck and then have use of your arms, or even your life anymore, I think.
We first looked into the handwriting. And unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped into the victim's fingernail. There was also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We first looked into the handwriting.
But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand?
This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it is time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So what was the result of the investigation?
Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting.
So in the end, you couldn't confirm it?
Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation.
That contradicts himself.
I've never heard of that before.
Me neither. Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway.
Gumshoe, dude.
Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger.
His pointer finger?
You know, the one that you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces.
Don't tell me it bothers you.
And every time you do it, I'll have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail.
And what does that prove?
Well, it proves that he did write that name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right.
And there's more. There was also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground.
Scratches on his skin?
Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation.
I hope that Emma's involved with this. Everything's all
Scientific investigation.
They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name.
You mean a microscope?
Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found them.
And I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is.
From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand.
Are you absolutely sure?
I believe in the power of science.
I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with? Listening to this, you would think that there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that it would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present?
Are you sure? So is she saying that the glove indicates what handed he is and he's left-handed? Is that what she's trying to say?
The present? What about it?
Let's look at it. I can't examine it any more than that. A birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made. But I can see that it's a right-handed glove, right? So you glue your glove on your right hand, so that means that he would throw with his left hand, right? So that means that he's left-handed, because you throw with your dominant arm. So I guess the glove proves that he was left-handed, right? Just trying to think. Yeah, because I always wore my gloves on my left hand anytime I played baseball, because I'm right-handed. So that makes sense to me, because yeah, if I put my hand on that one, it'd have to be my right hand. So I think so. Sounds correct, right? Seems logical. And then I'm gonna do it, and the game's gonna tell me that has nothing to do with that evidence. Something. I feel like sometimes that happens. Let's see. Let's go back, because we gotta go to the message where he says he wrote it with his right hand, and we're gonna be like, aha! Unless he's ambidextrous. Objection! Yeah, there you go. Present the glove. Present. Maybe I should have saved, just in case.
Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this.
That's the glove, right?
Could you tell the court what is special about this glove?
What's special? I really thought about it, but
I guess that other reason she says she had to custom order it wasn't just because it's yellow, but also because it's left-handed.
it's really yellow. That's about it.
Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities.
Huh?
There's another reason why it's special.
And what would that be?
It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person.
Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand.
That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you?
Well, no.
So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again?
That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... wait a sec.
Don't forget the victim was left-handed.
Ah!
I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves.
You can't figure it out, Judge?
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand.
I mean, they could. It probably just wouldn't be very legible, right?
Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim.
I mean, there's kind of another piece of evidence in it, too. The spelling is wrong, and it's his right hand. So, those are two pieces of pretty strong evidence. Now we're building a case.
Order, order! When you think about that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is...
No, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor?
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe we have proven her to be innocent.
No!
All right! You did it, Mr. Wright! Phew, I feel like I can breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright.
Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And so that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire.
I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
No, not yet. Please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
Well, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What?
And what did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. And afterward, we will hear from this new witness.
I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here.
Court is adjourned for recess.
What I kind of wondered too with this whole like amnesia thing is like, did we forget who Mia was and stuff too? Like, that's probably not going to do us any good if we forgot who Mia was. She comes out of nowhere and saves us sometimes.
She's our Deus Ex Machina. Our ace in the hole.
We forget everybody. Yeah, apparently, dude. For some reason, it reminds me of Mass Effect 2 when they like kill Shepard right away. It's like, let's just take the main person and just kind of remake them again in a way. But in this case, it's just with amnesia.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on this one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose into where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today.
Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We could deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Of course! I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me?
No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name.
This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay.
There are some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah! Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up and tell me! This might be very important.
Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
She's got a blue Badger shirt on. Look at that. That's hilarious.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That's where the person knew her name but not the spelling, right? So it's the guy who's on the phone that's the real killer, which is probably the guy that knocked me out or whatever and tried to give me amnesia or whatever. Classic toccata and fugue. Am I saying that right? Fugue ringtone? I never knew the name of that song, but I definitely recognize it for sure. Definitely classic. I remember one time when I was in Chicago with my choir class, we went to, you nailed the pronunciation. Nice, dude. Yeah, I appreciate that. We went to a big church, and that church had this giant, like, 2-story organ, like this huge organ, dude. And the organ player there, whatever, I think they ended up playing some music for us to sing to at one point, but at one point he played that Toccata and Fugue song, and it was so impressive with, like, a real full-size organ, like, playing it. It was, like, pretty awesome. It's definitely, like, the memory I think I associate with that song now, is just hearing that guy do it on that huge organ. It's like, oh man, that's badass.
We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So where's the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me?
Is that phone in my pocket?
You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Oh, we're all here. Oh, you were here all along. Who's this? Oh, it's Maya.
You're so mean. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went and checked in the courtroom, everybody had already left.
Now we're not gonna remember who Maya was.
Nah! Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with an ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks.
What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists and police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist group? Question mark? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me!
And where did you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of the phone Maggie found.
So that's where they're from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright! Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Didn't realize it was the bailiff. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, oops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. It was composed on and for a full church organ to mimic the presence of a full piece orchestra. Oh, okay. So I was listening to it then in its completely intended, like, use case then, I guess, right? Because it was composed for a full church organ, and that's what I heard it on. So that sounds badass, man. Hell yeah. You got to hear it in the wild, in its native habitat. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What's it, Mr. Payne? Uh-oh. Hold up. I think my work computer is updating again. Yep. It took over my monitor. Hold up. It's probably going to make my voice sound weird just for a second. Hold up. Oh, wrong button. dingus. Gotta go down here. Get the toggle. And we're still good. Okay. Sorry about that. It's probably going to happen again here in just a minute. I got a Windows update on my work computer, and it loves to take over my monitor for no reason. All right. What is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see.
Oh, damn it. Then I clicked out of the game. Everything's just going wrong.
So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on.
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness, a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
No, it's the guy who knocked me out.
Please state your name for the court, witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, all right. Go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly.
Sure, I suppose calling me that would give you just set. Oh, he's doing this thing where he talks a bunch. I can't read it. It's too fast. Righteous selection. Okay.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry, and I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh?
Is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
What the fuck? The judge is such a pushover, dude. Oh, man.
I forgive you. All right. I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know,
Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you... What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington.
PhD in drifting like Tokyo Drift? Yeah, right? God, I actually recently watched that movie. Recently as in maybe I think a month or two ago when we were talking about it on stream one day. And I went ahead and watched it while I was working kind of in the background. And dude, Tokyo Drift was garbage. I don't know why so many people think it was a good... Fast and the Furious, but it was just so bad, dude. I mean, maybe it's good because it's bad, or so bad it's good. Maybe that's why people liked it or whatever. But I just heard so many people say that Tokyo Drift is one of the better ones, especially for the earlier days. And it's I don't know. Maybe I need to watch 1 and 2 again because Tokyo Drift, not for me. Iconic movie though. Could be no doubt about that. I feel did they use that line, actually, now that I think about it, a PhD in drifting? I feel like that would be a line in Tokyo Drift, right? I got a PhD in drifting. Think you can take me? I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time at all, or I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty defendant, it was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was a banana that fell with the police officer. The banana? You mean the... he's calling the glove bananas as well? I think he's agreeing with you there, Noah.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear.
I'm not the only one. Oh, did you not like Tokyo Drift either, Noah? Is that what you're saying? That's funny. I hope that's what you mean, because it'd be nice for me not to be the only one either. Because it's like so many people were telling me it was good, and I feel like you're looking back at a movie you haven't seen in 20 years, right? Or whatever, you know, however long it's been. Because I'm sure there are movies I would look back on and be like, yeah, that was a good movie, but then I watch it again and be like, oh, yeah, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Yeah, I'm about to go. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, Tokyo Drift in age mode. Gotcha. Okay, I was about to close.
Maybe it's because I believe my client. You mean Maggie?
Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying.
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well crafted your lies.
Alright, here we go. I was in the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation.
Press that shit.
So you were in the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. Huh. Yes, sir, that was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country.
That arrogant little snot.
I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you.
His arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now?
Well, press harder, bro. I'll show you some arrogance. Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? Tisk tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's the thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it is even in the picture of the crime scene. Except the crime scene showed it was not 6 o'clock. I need to look at it again. In fact, let's look at it right now. I don't think it said 6 o'clock in the picture, but... I don't know when the picture was taken. I just want to see. There's people looking down. See, it's not 6 o'clock. It's 7, right? But it could have been like an hour and then they got there, right? And also, Maggie's name doesn't look like it's in the sand here, but... I don't know. This game might be more forgiving, because there is like some lumpiness here, some weird shapes and stuff, but it just doesn't look clearly like someone's name. Alright, we're done looking at that for now.
No, so it is.
I looked at that clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole thing is a total nonsense. A real first-class person doesn't, and I wear a watch? Ha! People should live freely without constraints.
And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time.
In any case, all of a sudden a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. And how did you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just from what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy, it was also the way he tied the tie. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform.
Shouldn't that statement have come first?
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do?
Oh, because of her outfit. I'm like, wait, what is she asking that? Like, well, yeah, I forgot she's wearing like a monk's outfit or whatever.
Even I haven't figured that out yet.
Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to.
I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in the court.
Then please don't make me have to raise. Then please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's all right with you. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. I don't know why that sentence feels so wrong to me every time I read it. I fuck it up just because it's like, is that how English works? it is, but it's just weird. So you're sure you're not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. Says the man who hit me over the head with a fire extinguisher. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There was no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course.
Oh, ho, 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 of course.
Did you notice anything else of interest, witness?
The only other thing I saw was the banana that had fell with the police officer. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Yeah, exactly what you said, Noah. There you go. Now what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. And why would you know such a thing? Oh, I don't know, because you're some sort of fucking extravagant person, says you. That's so funny. Just like he's being like hypocritical or something weird, you know, just like not, I don't know, inconsistent at least.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas.
He could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene.
And what if it's not a lie?
Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else?
If he mistook something else as a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think! If my client is innocent, there is no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Which means if he can somehow show he's lying...
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do.
She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is.
Is everything okay, Nick?
It is so cool to see Maya again. I miss Emma, though. I think I like Emma more than Maya personally, just in my personal opinion. But I think it's because she's so, like, science-oriented and stuff, you know? I think that was always really cool. Same, oh, yeah. Is that for the Emma thing? Sorry, I don't know where you are in the stream when it comes up. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're saying Emma's less than Maya? Oh, I'm the opposite, bud. Unless you put the wrong thing there. Because I think Emma's better. That's what I think. There you go. Okay, there you go. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I agree. I just love how scientific she is. I think maybe it's partially because I'm not very like superstitious, and Maya is, you know, like a what is she? She's like a medium, right? So I guess it's just like I believe in Emma more than I believe in Maya. But not that Maya's not cool and not a great character or whatever. But yeah, I love how Emma was always just so excited to investigate things or whatever. So awesome. Like a Shinto priest / medium. Gotcha. Yeah, I think they call her just a medium in the game in the first one. But yeah, it's probably based off of a Shinto priest, right? Or priestess, I suppose. Could like Shinto priests like talk to stuff, right? Because in Shinto, everything has a soul, right? Even inanimate objects. So I wonder, could the priests like talk to things, I guess? I wonder. Kind of know how the house is feeling or something, you know? Touch a wall and be like, how you doing, old house? You good? I don't know. Maybe I'm making a mockery of their beliefs. I'm sorry. All right, let's see. We gotta do the bananas thing. Yeah, especially in offerings and festivities. Hey, there you go. I think it sounds cool. I've always been interested in the whole Shinto thing. Not that I necessarily believe in it, but just I think it's a really cool like religion or whatever, belief system. The bananas present with this. In fact, hold up, just in case I happen to be wrong, let's just do a quick save. I just don't have to click through anything again.
Objection! Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? Pish posh, wish wash. You don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me?
And that's where you'd be wrong.
Miss Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a... No!
That doesn't really prove anything though, right?
Your Honor, I think this proves a very important fact. This witness loves bananas.
That's a very important fact. Has bad eyesight, knows something about baseball. He has bad eyesight. That's the only thing that we can see here. So maybe it was his glasses that were destroyed. Maybe. I'm gonna switch to sitting mode real quick. Damn banana lover! Son of a bitch! There we go. I think my legs needed that. How long have I been standing? I'm streaming for over 2 hours by this point, because I think we were like 30 minutes in when my stream restarted. Alright, has bad eyesight.
By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled.
You're one of those people. Yes, I know what yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse it. You're too used to the world. How, sure, in the end, we find out when viewed from afar. I think
it's funny that they still make things red.
And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right?
Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then?
No? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. She was brave and courageous, while she didn't do... I kinda hate when they do that. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same as by this witness. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing in the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl in the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. It's like everything he says sounds like it's like he's trying to insult someone, right?
So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away.
Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer.
You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright.
The girl in the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. She ran away, just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like a guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry, was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education?
Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get.
Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? Eek?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
That is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record.
How can I get more information out of him?
Gotta keep pressing, Phoenix. Hold up. Let me move this a little bit closer to me. There we go. After that, I immediately called the police station to report a crime. Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that in your pitiful school?
You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec.
Huh? It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. So she wanted me to look at the court record. Can I look at this? I can't examine this. So what good is it if I can't see what's on it? I don't know why it's like they took away that. I mean, you can check this, but I can't check that? What? I guess it just doesn't matter. So, was it one of these that's gonna show me something? There's a phone booth right here. I wonder if that'll matter. I don't know what she was trying to point me at. Let's press him on this one. How do you know what time it was? The clock again. That detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school.
Hey, pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-rate college.
I don't believe this.
It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why, you're just some lousy kid who...
Nah, I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So you're saying that there were police at the scene by 7 p.m.? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't so many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were police or people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country.
I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony.
Why don't you take one more look at the court record?
Yeah, I guess I should. I looked at it already. I didn't look at the profiles, though. Let me look at the court record. I got this with my own name on it and my phone number. I got a name list, a list of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. But I can't look at it, so there's really nothing to correlate there. And the photo, that's not really telling me anything. I think we got everything we can out of this. This photo. And we can see a time here. It shows us that it's 7 o'clock when this was taken. I don't think that's like a thing that he's being unclear about, though. That seems to line up, right? And under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. This guy apparently needs glasses, so that's something, but I don't think that really has too much to do with it. Maybe that's it. The time of death was this might be it, because the time of death was 6:28. They got there in 10 minutes at 7. He called right away, then that doesn't line up, right? Because if he died at 6:28, then there was like 15-20 minutes before he called, right? Because if they got there in 10 minutes and it was 7 o'clock, then that means it was 6:50 by the time he called, right? And he said he called like within minutes after seeing him die. So I think this has got to be it. Because I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Maybe this is the one, let's say? Yeah. Because this is the one where she told me to check the record too. So we're going to save here. We're going to present the autopsy report.
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this?
You mean the victim's autopsy report?
According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45. There was clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after the witnessing the terrible murder.
That doesn't really excuse him there, buddy.
It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed.
Mr. Wellington.
Yes?
Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes?
Answer the question. Telephone. Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth.
Searching was one right there.
A phone booth?
You mean you don't have a cell phone?
Oh,
You and your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of a matryoshka doll? I assume it means one of those Russian nesting dolls. Matryoshka. Matryoshka? Matryoshka doll. I'll try that. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it?
Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings.
What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever heard that by the rationale, since I don't think simple plain people...
Enough.
Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone?
Nick, that cell phone. Could it be?
You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way.
Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now?
I mean, we're gonna back off? I mean, come on, dude. Are you kidding me? We're questioning further.
Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his.
It still could be, though, right?
Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by the search for a phone booth.
Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that.
Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright?
There is something, because the phone booth was literally right next to his body. Wouldn't take 15 minutes to find it.
Your Honor, the witness testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there ever was a need for a witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course.
This evidence should be good enough, I think.
All right, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth.
You didn't have to search for it. Not that it wasn't a phone booth, but he just didn't have to search for it. Right here.
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this.
At the crime scene photo?
Is there a problem with it? No, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you.
No! It's a phone booth.
That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Order, order.
What does reporting the crime a little late proved for the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony.
Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone,
maybe he was looking for something else?
Was he?
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes?
Do I have to have an idea? Fuck, dude. Let's look at the court record. Looking for his glasses, probably? Self-proclaimed drifting virtuoso who is still looking for the right college. And you offered explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes. Let's save it real quick, and I'm gonna say I have an idea, but I don't know what it'll be. About to try this out. Back, and we're gonna say, yes, I have an idea. There was only one possible explanation.
All right, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility.
Please present the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away?
Why didn't he call them right away? All I can think is it's a broken glasses. Because they're his glasses, and he was looking for them, but they were under the victim's body. So it took him a minute to realize that he needed to go do that? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I don't see how the cell phone would do. Maybe he was getting his cell phone? Maybe because it was his cell phone? Because he's the murderer, you dingus! Right? I know, dude. I mean, I know he's the murderer, but they don't. I gotta prove that. Maggie found this in the park. All I can think is either the phone or the glasses. But I feel like it would be the glasses. Because he apparently replaced his cell phone, so he's not that worried about it, right? But he still hasn't replaced his glasses? I don't know, maybe that's not a very solid thing to go off of. But I'm gonna try the glasses. We saved anyway, so we're gonna try presenting this. See what happens.
Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack! These are your glasses, aren't they?
Still here, broski, just working on stream shit. Hey, what's up, HP? Yeah, thanks for letting me know, man. Appreciate knowing you're still hanging out. How's your stream shit coming along, man? What you working on? If you want to reveal, I mean, totally understand if you don't want to reveal until you debut it on stream. But yeah, what are you working on, man? If you want to share.
Where did you find?
I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body.
Under the victim's body?
Order, order!
Now, wait a second. Hold on.
Just the schedule really spoke to wifey and worked out the kinks, so now just creating some art for it before I launch it out. Nice, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I'm all about that schedule myself. I think it's a great idea for any streamer to try to hammer out a schedule, dude. One way I like to think about it, because this is how it works for me as a viewer, when someone streams at the same time every day, or, you know, whatever, not every day, but, you know, if they stream at the same time and day, once it's that day and at that time, I don't even have to get that notification. I look at the clock and I'm like, oh, hey, I know that person's going to be live right now. And then I look at it. You know, the clock, it becomes the notification rather than it being an actual Twitch notification. You know what I mean? I think it's a great idea. Came up with a new slideshow for stream with a little villain to do on weekends. So excited about that. Nice, dude. Nice. That'll be cool, man. Hell yeah. So is little villain your child, like your young one, the one you were talking about earlier? Because that sounds like it'd be pretty cool, dude. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there you go. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I made a scheduled promo. Have you gotten a chance to see my scheduled promo, HP? I put something together trying to kind of advertise what I do throughout the week. I think it turned out pretty good. I usually play it as like my intro stuff. Maybe you can let off some of that steam on stream. Yeah, there you go, dude. There you go. Yeah, as long as you can get some entertainment out of it, at least, right? And people enjoy it. That's like a positive way, in a way, right? Have a specific time and place for that kind of thing. Yeah, you sure inspired me, to be honest, bro. Oh, really? Nice. That's awesome, dude. That's such a nice thing to hear. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun putting that stuff together, and I think it has a pretty nice effect too. I think everybody's been pretty positive about it. Your shit's fire, bro. Oh, thanks, man. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, man. I do try to put some work into it. Yeah, if you ever want any like pointers or anything, HP, I'm sure you got it, but you just let me know. This place is the best. Oh man, you're gonna make me blush. Thank you so much, HP. I really appreciate that, dude. And we are made even better because you're here, buddy. Now, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Price grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. I'm just wondering, why would he kill him, though?
Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer?
Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing.
Oh, got some new music. No! He's choking himself to death with that ascot he's got on.
I know I'm right. He is the real murderer.
Did you figure it out, Nick?
More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now that it is our chance to deep six this guy. To deep? You mean 6 feet deep him or deep? I don't know what he means by deep six. Yeah, you gotta know it's jamming out. Hey, Shiloh, what's up? How are you? Good to see you coming in. Wait, what is that face? Oh, yeah, I know that face. Nice. That's a good one. How are you, Shiloh? It's like I am out of Kool-Aid. Might have to make some more here in a minute. Figure it out. Love that wig. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate it. I went ahead and styled it recently, so I gave it all the spikes because it was just like, you know, a bunch of hair just kind of flowing back. Now I made it more anime in a way with the spikes. And I think it turned out pretty good. I don't think I got to wear it with the spikes for very long before I went on to the next game, but I'm glad to be using it again. Look how stiff it is. It stays in place. Just jiggles a little bit. I'm glad you like it. Sounds kinky. Yeah, the deep six. We're gonna deep six this guy. That does sound kinky, doesn't it, HP? All right, we're gonna deep six him, whatever the fuck that means. That's the old the jowl thing from Futurama. I always just think of when well, God, what's his name? It's Nixon. Nixon in the head in the jar thing or whatever. Gotta get the jowl going. Gotta relax the face and shake. Now we're deep sixing him. You know, I got someone clip that. Yeah, you know what? You know that reminds me, Charlotte. I've been meaning to make a command maybe that will make it easier. I know you can do like slash clip, I think, but maybe if I can just do a clip it command. I want to say I've seen people do that before, so maybe we can make it easier for people sometimes.
Now I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer.
In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer.
Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that?
Oh, you mean the name Maggie?
Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right?
But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a EY, and the victim was left-handed.
In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, The real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground.
But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would the person know her name was Maggie or Maggie?
Like, it's funny because it's text, they like correct themselves even though like it would sound the same either way. That ascot is criminal. Oh, it is. That's why he's choking himself with it.
That is a good point. The witness didn't even know that Miss Bird before this trial.
Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand?
There was a way.
It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn. But the defendant's name was Maggie.
Now, will the defense please present its case? How could a witness have known the defendant's name?
Because of the lost cell phone that we have right here, right? I just gotta present that.
Take that!
Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do?
What did I do?
Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
Why, how did you...
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie with an EY, but the name that was written on the ground has an IE. This is a mistake that could only occur if you knew was... Fuck. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was her name's sounded, how her name sounded. I don't know why I couldn't read that one. Damn, got him! I thought I had him and then I fucking stumbled over the line.
Order!
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
Can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Now then, please present to this court the proof that the witness had a motive.
All I could think is it's this. A list of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. That's the only other piece of evidence we have. So it must be that, right? Could be either the photos, it's not the glove, it's not Phoenix's business card, it's not the glasses, it's not the autopsy report, it's not even the phone. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be what we found on the phone. Like, so he didn't want... I don't know, maybe he just thought that they knew too much or whatever, but honestly, I don't know. He doesn't really have a reason to kill him from what I can understand, but this is the only thing I had to present, so we're presenting it. I don't know. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here.
What is this? A list?
These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone that defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group.
You looked up all those numbers?
Of course. this list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. Maybe he's a prejudiced third-rate citizen killer. Yeah, maybe. He seems to hate anybody that he thinks is under him, so maybe. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
Well, what? Con artists?
Yeah, you've been conned.
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers of a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You just like the cops who disrupted my genius and... I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled.
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone?
Isn't that obvious? The witness is a victim of that group, a member of that group. He's a member of the group, right? Because you don't want to be known as a con artist, right? I mean, the con artist does stand for confidence man. It's a confidence artist. But, still not something you want to be known as, right? How dare you not understand how refined I am? Exactly, Shadow. He's a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into this phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. Because you wouldn't join your Ponzi scheme. No! This is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain?
I got you now.
That police officer.
Your Honor.
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You already said that.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get the phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
I mean, did we say something like that already? I think we thought of that before the game did.
If you think about it, logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Quit reading my mind, Maya.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder?
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
Because he's just generally unfriendly? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Maybe it's the fact that there was a cop there? Because it was Maggie who was not dressed as a cop that was with a cop. And so maybe it's the fact that he was a cop, he just like attacked him? I don't know, dude.
Well, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness?
Something that didn't agree with the witness. Victim and a policeman. It seems that he was dating the defendant, Maggie Bird. I think it's just because he's a policeman. I think I'm just gonna present him. It's the only thing I can see because Maggie is also a police officer, but she wasn't wearing her police uniform that day. She was off duty. I think Prince was the one that was about to be on duty. So that's why he was in his outfit, I think. Let me look at the evidence again, just in case. I don't see anything stronger than that. We got Phoenix's business card, which who cares about that? We already used the con artist list. Has nothing to do with the baseball glove. He thought it was bananas anyways. It says Maggie there, but that doesn't really tell us anything. What about in this photo? Nothing to disagree with. The only thing I can think is that he's a police officer. So let's go with that. Let's try doing the profile. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. Oh, it was the opposite. So she was the one that was going to go on the clock in like an hour, I think then. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. Yeah, see? The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known that they were going out, so he began to worry. Couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. Okay, he's like saying he couldn't have known they were dating. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Well, I nailed that. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are...
Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence!
That guy is really starting to creep me out.
Oh, we've been waving around and talking about that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels so good to see you squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whoa, damn, right? Another twist. That's how this game works. Just twist after twist. Let's call the last number back. Right? Yeah, I feel like that's what. Well, it's like if he got a new cell phone, did he get a new cell phone number too? Or would he have kept the number because he's got all his con artist friends? You know what I mean?
Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence.
Your Honor!
This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe.
The phone stored numbers, fingerprints on the phone. Probably not fingerprints on the phone. I just assume because it's probably been like moved around enough. But haven't we already looked at the phone stored numbers though? I guess if we could see his cell phone and match up the numbers, if he would allow us to do that, but I don't know if he has to do that as a witness. He might have used the new phone to call his original phone. Yeah, that's true. That could be. If he had his new phone, though, why did he need the pay phone? That could have been a lie, I guess. Fingerprints to Shyla? All right, we'll try the fingerprints. Let's go ahead and save real quick, just in case. fingerprints on the phone?
I got it. We should check for fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so I wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too.
It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves.
Nah, he's made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all of my numbers just magically disappeared. Okay, that seems pretty sus, dude.
You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence?
Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounded like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? You are too much! And of course, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Now you'll never catch him. No, we'll still get him, child. We got this. I think that was one of those ones where either way we would have lost, though, because then he says, oh, but my numbers were gone, so I didn't remember, right?
oh my, now I remember.
So that was his number, then. He should just be able to call it back and get his number, then, right? Then why would he have called that phone? It's not his phone, right?
Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it.
Yeah, he was just trying to locate his phone by calling it. What's weird is that he knocked Phoenix out, but then didn't take the phone? Isn't that weird? Right?
So that's when.
What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free.
I know.
I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where? Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet.
Who I am?
The court hereby concludes the cross-examination.
If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
Check into the phone to see if the phone number to the phone is under someone else's contact, under Mr. Fancy Pants. Let me read that again. I'm sorry. I think I read that too fast. Check another phone to see if the phone number to the phone is under... Oh, you seen the caller ID, kind of? Like this, like the basic caller ID is what you're saying? Yeah, that could work. I think what it's pointing to is that he used his new cell phone to call... Like, I think what Noah has said, he might have used the new phone to call the original phone. I think that's what he did when he was trying to find Phoenix. And so then it should be left in the call log. Then so I should just be able to call the last phone number back. I think that's what we're building to. However, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I still don't know why he didn't take the phone. When he knocked out Phoenix, why wouldn't he just take Phoenix's phone? Like, wasn't that the whole reason why he was in there? Like, what? That's the thing I don't understand, which might just be one of those things where, well, you just had to work this out so that it would actually work out this way. I don't know. Sometimes these games, I feel like, do that a little bit. Take some shortcuts.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let that go?
No, we're going to raise an objection.
Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it.
Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright?
Everything. Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright?
Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court.
I only get one shot at this.
If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Are you sure you are aware, Your Honor? I am sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Trying to use a technicality.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence.
Oh.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance.
It all comes down to this. It's go time.
Please present that one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
Oh, fuck. My attorney's badge. It's gotta be a cell phone. What else would it be? This one? Could it be my business card? It's my business card. I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. I don't know why did they give me this? There's no way that this would do anything. It's gotta be the phone, right? It's gotta be. We're doing the phone, dude. We're trying it. And this is like a 3. It'll take 3 away if I get this wrong. Oh, lordy. All right, we're trying the phone. I don't know what else it could be. I'm thinking we call the number back on the phone, right? Do it, Shiloh. Let's do it. Here we go.
Is this your final answer? It's a bit disappointing.
No. That's just a friendly gesture. Guess it wasn't the phone then, huh? Ha ha ha! You sure know how to send a friendly gesture, Mr. Attorney.
This is your absolute last chance, Mr. Wright. So no more of these friendly gestures.
Okay, that was wrong. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything.
What is this? Who wants to be a millionaire? Is this your final answer? Right, yeah. Yeah, they usually do some sort of like little bit of like silliness, I feel like, when you choose the wrong answer a lot. I think it's kind of to throw you off a little bit to think maybe it was the right answer or whatever. Because even when you get it right, sometimes they're like, are you sure though? Fuck, dude. I honestly have no idea what it would be. It can't be this, but I feel like it's going to be Phoenix's business card because it's the only piece of evidence left. But I don't understand how it proves anything. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna look it up real quick. Alright, we're in part 2 of the first trial, I think. Gotta be at like close to the end. Dude, it is gonna be fucking the business card. Oh my gosh. Show the court you have evidence that proves everything. The judge decides to give you a chance. provide the correct evidence. The judge will give you his business card. Or present Phoenix's business card. The judge will give me his business card. Oh gosh, that's funny. Okay, I see how this is gonna play out, and I see it actually addresses something that I said earlier. All right, here we go. It is my fucking business card, but it's like, how would I make this connection? This is one of those things. It's like, I feel like there's always one in every trial, every case, where it's like, how would the player know that? The only thing that I think I as the player have is, first of all, the question I asked earlier, and it does explain it, but it's gonna explain it after we present it. So it's like, beforehand, what do I do? You know, it's just the last piece of evidence. That's the only thing I have. This is the only piece we didn't use, and it's in the court record. So I guess by reason of deduction, I should think that this is it. And I don't know. It's one of those unsatisfying ones. I love this game, but sometimes the piece of evidence just makes no fucking sense. It's like, it must be trial and error. Like, this is trying to trip you up. All right, here we go. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card added to the court record. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor,
There's something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it.
That's a funny cliche of Japanese business etiquette. Oh, it's your trade cards? I don't even know if that's just Japanese, man. Because there's a, if that's what you're talking about. Because in Workaholics, there's an episode where Durs is like obsessed with doing card exchanges and getting the most cards from like a business event and stuff. And there's like other people in the show, unless they're pulling from Japan. I think it might just be like a business etiquette thing to exchange cards or whatever. Might not be just Japanese, I guess is what I'm saying. I mean, and a lot of Japanese business takes from American business, right? That's why they started wearing suits, from what I understand, was because of America's influence on them. They stopped wearing the robes for business meetings and stuff.
Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so.
Is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright?
You're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is.
Of course, or of all the idiotic, stupid things, too.
Now his phone's ringing. Do you guys see what it was now? Like, does that make sense to you what happened? Why this is happening? And why it's not the same ringtone? It's actually the Steel Samurai song. He took the wrong phone. Yep, Noah's got it. He took Phoenix's phone instead. Which is like, how was I supposed to know that? Can you riddle me that, Noah? How was I supposed to know that? As a player. You're supposed to think, why didn't he take the phone, I guess. Like what I was saying out loud. I didn't think of that as evidence for some reason. I thought it was the game kind of fucking up a little bit. But it's like, nope, totally intentional. That is like the whole thing here.
What? Why is my phone... And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone.
And the funny thing is, like, he didn't notice that. Like, when he picked it up and looked at it, like, at no point between when he did that to Phoenix and right now did he look at his phone enough to know that that wasn't his fucking phone.
You're... Ah! No. Can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on the head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say,
When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. And that really, like, was his undoing, wasn't it? Because if he would have taken the right run, we would have been fucked. Ah! Dude, he's killing himself. Look at that. Oh, he fell over. And curtains. Oh. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington.
He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally.
Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and he's been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird.
Hell yeah.
Not guilty, baby.
Yeah, she's always saluting.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Oh, look at her eyes.
I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I am so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied in a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
That's a superstition in Japan, from what I know.
What do you mean?
That if people with well, it's usually like people with good luck, I think, like give people around them bad luck. There was in an anime that I had watched once, and I had looked it up, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool, like, idea, like a theory.
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. Correct. There you go. Nice. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate that. I always thought that was a pretty interesting idea of luck, you know? Because, like, in a way, like, sometimes when people get ahead, it means that other people don't, right? And that could be, like, instead of them being, like, positively lucky, it could be the other people being negatively lucky, and maybe it was the person who was positively lucky's fault. I just think it's a very interesting way of looking at it.
It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death? Your head being all messed up?
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to find a new life for myself starting tomorrow. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole new ocean's worth of, good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet. I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
And it says it's an idea of good energy / good spirits follow the fortunate and rub off on those around them. Oh, okay, that's how it works? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think a little bit of what I knew about it has probably worked with the anime because I'm probably combining with how the anime used that concept and a little bit of like what I read about the actual concept. So yeah, that's good. Thanks, Noah. What a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask. Here goes.
So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Thought you said you got your memory back.
At that moment, everything really did come back to me.
I'm glad, because I didn't want us to forget about Mia. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. But he seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else?
And this girl.
Maya? You finally remembered!
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, and it's time for us to create new memories together. All right, sounds good.
all the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay.
Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life.
I think it's cool to have Maya back.
And that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago.
There we go, episode 1, the end. Hell yeah, dude. Brand new episode has been added, and it looks like Maya's got a little sister or something. Thank you for that cheer, Noah. I appreciate you, my dude. And Charlotte, thank you for the nice. All right, we got episode 2, but I think we're going to save episode 2 for next week. We've got about an hour left in the time I normally stream, because I got to have that hard out at 10. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it a little early tonight so that we can start on a new trial next week. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys. I think if I go back, it'll automatically start the next episode, though. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's going to automatically start the next episode. We don't want that, though. No, stop! There's a next time on Domm Dynamite. Oh, there's a car. There's some fighting. I was murdered by that person. Oh, what could have happened? We'll find out next week. Oh, we still got the audio. There we go. All right, guys, let me pop on over to my ending screen. That was probably the thing I should have done. In fact, let me just Alt F4 out of the game. There we go. Don't want to spoil it for myself either. I'm waiting until next week, too. All right, guys. Well, I know it's a little bit early, but I guess I really only schedule my streams till 8 o'clock, so it's still an hour later than scheduled. TBH. But, well, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. We can see if we can't raid out to somebody. But I'm trying to think if there was something else I wanted to bring up. I need to, like, have a list of things that I want to plug at the end, because I'm always just like, gotta remember, what do I gotta plug? You know what I mean? But I don't think I really have much of anything. We do have community night coming up on the 18th, so there's that. ESG Domino is doing a 12-hour stream right now. Yeah, I saw that earlier. He's playing some Rocket League, right? I don't know how he can play Rocket League long, to be honest. But more power to him, dude. see who we got to raid. But for the rest of the week, we got, so today's Tuesday. Tomorrow we got, Wednesday is going to be itch.io Wednesday. So we're going to be playing some random games. So you guys bring your, what am I going to say? What am I trying to say? Bring your keywords, that's the word, for tomorrow. So we can play some wacky games. And then Thursday, we are going to be continuing The Good Life. Been slowly going through The Good Life. It seems like every other Thursday I have to take off. Also, fantastic stream and a solid start to Phoenix Wright. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Question mark? I don't think you meant the question mark, but yeah, thank you very much, Noah. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming to hang out tonight. I hope you guys are excited about some more Phoenix Wright, because I love it, man. I think that was a great start to it. I'm sure next week we'll only be able to go like halfway through that case, because we'll actually have to, what's the word? Investigate. So there we go. Sorry I was tardy. Oh no, you're all good, Charlotte. Whenever you can get here is the perfect time. How about that? It was fun though. I'm glad you had fun. Hopefully you understood everything that went on. I think there was enough. Hopefully there was enough context clues. I think there was, to let you know what the case was and everything and what was going on there. But yeah, excited for more. Let's see who we got. We got quite a few friends on. But it has been a while since I have raided Domino. Oh, and he's playing League of Legends now. I didn't know Domino played League of Legends. That's cool. I think earlier he was playing some Rocket League, right? Murderer went to jail. That's all I need to know. There you go, child. As long as justice was served, am I right? All right, let's see. I guess we're gonna go ahead and raid Domino then. Oh yeah, what I was saying a second ago, I think, was we do have community night coming up on December 18th. I don't have a graphic for it yet, but I will get that up shortly. But yeah, so December 18th, we're gonna watch a movie. There is a poll currently right now in the channel, The Polls. So if you want to go in there and vote on what movie you'd like to watch, there's 4 different movies that we're choosing from. So you can make it. Definitely vote on your favorite movie. Right now, Die Hard is winning. But there are 3 other choices, so go check it out. I think it's, just so you know, it's Die Hard, Elf, Jack Frost, the horror movie from 1997, I think, and then the last one was Sleigh Bells. It's like I think it's like a shitty horror movie, Sleigh Bells, so there's that as well. Let me go ahead and get the raid message out in case you guys want to do that. There you go, some raid messages. If you guys would like to use those, you can. We're going to go ahead and start this raid for Domino. I love these songs you made for me, Noah. Ba-da-ba. Starting that raid. Let's go say hi to old Domino. He's playing some League of Legends. Should be cool. Thank you guys for jumping on that raid. All right, so you guys have a good night. Stay happy, stay healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow for some itch.io. Same time, same place. All right, raid on, guys. See ya.